Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you guys how to make pork chops smothered in a delicious salsa. In case you just want to know how to make this super easy and delicious recipe, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alrighty guys, so let's get started with our ingredients. So for this recipe we're going to need 3 pounds of pork chops, 1 pound of cactus, 6 tomatillos, 1 roma tomato, a half of a small white onion, 2 garlic cloves, 1 chile serrano, green chile de árbol, 1 chile puya, red chile de árbol, a small bunch of cilantro, Lori's seasoned salt, grill meats, roasted garlic and herbs, black pepper, and chicken bouillon. So these are ingredients. Now let's get started. Alright guys, so we're going to begin by prepping our nopales. Okay, so we're going to grab our nopal, we're going to cut it in half, and then we're going to cut into small strips. And of course, just make sure that you have peeled your nopales. Alright, so once we have our nopales cut into small strips, we're going to transfer them into a colander. And now we're just going to repeat the same process to all of our nopales. Alright, so now we're just going to rinse our nopales with cold water. Alright, so now just cut your onion into small strips as well. Alright, so once we have our nopales and onion ready, we're going to set them to the side, and now we're just going to season our pork chops. Alright, so we're going to grab a roasted garlic and herb seasoning and just season your pork chops. Along with our seasoned salt, and black pepper. Alright, so just press your season in. And we're going to flip our pork chops over and season the other side of our pork chop. Alright, so once we have seasoned our pork chops, we're going to set them to the side and work on our salsa. Alright, so on medium-high heat, we're going to roast our tomatillos, roma tomato, and chile serrano. Alright, so as soon as you see that your tomatillo is fully roasted, transfer it into the blender cup. And do the same to the chile serrano. Alright, so now I'm just going to lightly toast my chile de árbol, chile puya, garlic cloves, and our green chile de árbol. So just be careful not to burn them. Alright, so as soon as our chiles and garlic cloves are ready, transfer them to the blender cup as well, along with the roma tomato. Okay, so now we're ready to make our salsa. Alright, so in our blender cup, we're also going to add our cilantro, chicken bouillon, and 3/4 of a cup of water. So now we're going to blend everything together until we have a smooth sauce. Alright, so once we have our salsa, now we are ready to begin cooking. Alright guys, so now in our frying pan, we're going to set it on high heat. We're going to add about 1 tablespoon of oil. And we're just going to wait for our oil to heat up, and then we can begin searing our meat. Alright, so once our oil is hot, we're going to add our pork chops. And we're going to sear our pork chop for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Alright, so after 3 minutes, we're going to flip our pork chops over. And we're going to do the same to the other side. Alright, so after 3 minutes, we're going to remove our pork chops from the oil. We're going to set them in a plate. And if you're using boneless pork chops, make sure that you sear the sides as well. And now we're just going to repeat the process to all of our pork chops. Alright guys, so once we're done searing all of our pork chops, we're going to throw in our onion. and our nopales. Move it around. Just going to cook our onions and nopales for about 2 minutes. Alright, so I'm just going to season my nopales and onion with some seasoned salt. Alright, so after the 2 minutes, we're going to add our salsa. Into my blender cup, I'm going to add about half a cup of water, just so I can get the remaining water, or the remaining salsa. Mix it. So make sure everything is mixed. So we're just going to wait for our salsa to come to a simmer. And right now you can try your salsa to see if it needs any salt. And if it does, go ahead and add it. For me, this is perfect. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. Oh, let me tell you that it is delicious. So we're just going to wait for it to come to a simmer, and then we can throw in our pork chops back into the mix. All right, so once our salsa comes to a simmer, we're going to throw in our pork chops. And make sure you throw in the juices as well. Alright, so just adjust your pork chops in your frying pan. Now we're going to cover them. Reduce the heat to medium-low and let the pork chops cook for about 10 to 15 minutes or until our pork chops are fully cooked. Alright guys, so it's been 10 minutes. So at this point, our pork chops should be fully cooked. Now, if your cut is thicker, then it's going to take longer. But just make sure that you check them. See, they fall apart super easy. You don't want them to be dry. So now we are ready to serve. And I'm going to grab my nopales with onion. I'm going to place it on my plate. And that's going to be my little layer or my little bit of for my pork chop. I love nopales, so make sure you get a good amount. Okay, so grab your pork chop, place it on top. Of course, you can grab some of that salsa. And then I'm gonna serve it with some pinto beans. And some rice. And now we are ready to enjoy our delicious pork chops. Alrighty guys, and now for the best part, the taste test. I am so ready. Dip my tortilla in the chilito. Enjoy. Seriously, super delicious. It's so flavorful, and the meat is so tender. It's just seriously the best. And the salsa, of course, you can adjust it to your, to your liking. If you want it less spicy, then add less chile. But let me tell you that it's just so delicious. Alrighty guys, and there you have it at home. Make some delicious pork chops smothered in a delicious salsa. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Share it with your friends and family. And if you recreate this recipe, please don't forget to tag me on any of my social medias. And if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so you guys can be part of our family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.